Ah, yes, the read and complete question where you get a full paragraph and a bunch of broken words and you have 3 minutes to fix everything. What could possibly go wrong? This part of the Duolingo English test is their way of saying, hey, look, we're going to give you something broken. We want you to fix it. Don't look at the timer above. You got this, okay? You can do it. But we're not going to panic. I've got 5 tips to show you how you can handle it like a pro, or at least fake it convincingly. We'll use a real example so I can walk you through each tip as we go along. Then I'll give you 2 more paragraphs so we can see how these tricks work every time. Let's go. Tip number 1, read the title, read the first sentence, and then the last sentence. Do it this way every time. Trust me, don't fill in any blanks first. They give you the topic, and sometimes they give you the actual answers. Check it out. The title says, Chemistry in Our Lives. So, science. Everyday stuff. Then, at the bottom, baking soda is fully written out. And up top, we've got a blank that says, bake soda. That's not a coincidence, it's a gift. All right, tip number 2 is called Context Clues, otherwise known as not panicking at the sight of a blank. Here's some tips from a previous video.
It's the middle of the day and you get a text from a friend and it says, no, not good. And you're thinking, what's not good? And it's bothering you and it's on your mind and you can't understand because it was just a few words. No, not good, or just not good. And later on you find out the person said, not a good time because I'm jumping into a meeting. And you're feeling better because now you understand what the person meant, because you didn't have enough context to what the person meant. What is context? Have you ever heard of the term, it is out of context, or something is taken out of context? Context refers to the circumstances or the conditions that surround a particular event, situation, or piece of information. It provides background and framework in order to understand something correctly. So when you found out later that no, not good meant no, this isn't a good time to speak, you understood the whole message. So without context, it's difficult to understand the true meaning of words. When you're studying vocabulary, don't just study this word, and this word. Try to understand words in a particular sentence and how they relate to the word before and the words afterwards. Take a look at this sentence. The boat sank and everybody had to swim to shore. Now I'm guessing that you probably understand a few of these words, and let's just imagine that you didn't understand some of them. You probably understand boat, everybody, and swim. But let's imagine that you don't understand the word sank, and you don't understand the word shore. So you might have the habit of running to the dictionary and flipping through it and finding those words. But actually, the better way to do it is to understand what is the relationship between the words in the sentence. It's not that important to understand what the word means in your language. It's more important to understand what that word that you don't know means in relationship to the other words. Then it'll stay here, because the mind doesn't work as a dictionary, it works as a story. So take a look here. We know that people were on the boat, and then suddenly they had to swim. So something must have happened to the boat, and our mind tells us the boat went down. That's what sank means. We also know that people had to swim somewhere. So if people are in the water, they're not swimming out to the sea, they're swimming back to the land, so the shore must mean the land. This is how we understand words in context to other words. Context clues.
So we get it. Every word lives in a neighborhood. You don't need to know the exact definition. You just need to figure out what word belongs there. Tip number 3 is an easy one. Repeated words. It's a freebie. Duolingo will sometimes give you a word twice. One is broken, one is perfectly intact. We've got af up here and af again later. Same word. Then there's baking soda at the end and bake soda earlier. So if you're out here sweating over blanks, maybe just read the rest of the paragraph and it will come to you. It's kind of a built-in answer key. Tip number 4, grammar. You knew it was coming. Eventually, grammar. This is where Duolingo gets a little bit spicy. You might pick the right word, but if it's in the wrong form, they're gonna take points away. Because, here's the grammar part.
Would be is the linking verb, and difficult is the adjective describing the subject.
English grammar nonsense. Tip number 5, and I cannot stress this enough, your arrow keys do nothing. You want to move around the blanks? Use Tab, Backspace, and your mouse. That's it. No scrolling, no shortcuts, no arrow keys, just like it's 2002. Tab, Backspace, mouse, that's it. Okay, those are the 5 big ones. Let's take a look at a couple other examples and see how these tips would play out. I'll walk you through which tips I'd use and how to handle them. Okay, Earth's formation. Let's start here. This one's like a geology version of the last example. You've got the div. Obviously, divide, as in geologists divide the Earth's history into stages. Easy win. Then, wi shows up twice, starting with the formation and ending with modern Earth. And that's just with showing up for a sequel. And once again, we close out with a passive voice. Can be Our old friend identified is back. Here's what we used. Context, repeats, and grammar. Number 2, the city bus scandal. Ooh, this one, drama. We love it. It starts off with allegations that they deceived. That's charge. Not like charge a phone. Legal charge. Very scandal. Then, treat their employees unethically because grammar said so. And the final line, customers are being dramatic. That's too. If you've ever said, oh, she's too much, you know exactly what this sentence is doing. The tips here, grammar, tone, and context. So that's reading complete. It's weird, it's fast, it's difficult, but once you use these tips and you know what to look for, it becomes very predictable. Check out DET Study where there's 15,000 practice questions and sample answers, and also AI scoring that resembles the actual parameters of the Duolingo English Test. And most importantly, don't let down our Lord Owl. Leave a comment if you think this helped you, and check out our next video on speaking or this one here on writing.